8 candy, zit poppers and cow's blood candy. These are the 10 worst candies ever made, part 7. Number 10, porky pooper candy. We've seen a number of weird and bad candies on this channel, but only a few come close to this porky pooper candy. For starters, this candy comes with a figure of a pig. At first it looks like a pretty normal candy for kids, but things quickly take a weird turn. To enjoy this candy, you place the jelly beans inside the pig figure. Then you press down on the pig, and the candy comes out of its butt. Oh man, can you imagine the poop of a pig? Well, that's just how it feels eating this candy. Number 9, zit poppers. Have you ever had a zit on your face that your parents had to pop out? It's quite irritating, right? Well, imagine if you had a candy that you could also pop like a zit before enjoying. That would be the best candy, I'm sure. Anyway, this zit poppers candy contains a sweet flavor inside of it, but to enjoy this candy, you have to bite into it and allow the ooze to fill your mouth. That doesn't sound like something anyone would enjoy. I'd rather stick with other candies than take a bite out of this. Number 8, hematogenas. Hey, check it out. It's a normal-looking candy. When was the last time we had that? But don't get too excited. This candy contains something that would change your mind immediately. Did you know this candy contains cow's blood? Well, we're just as shocked to find out. What are we gonna have next? Pig's blood? Somebody better stop these guys with the scary ingredients. It's also used in the medical field as a way to help kids with iron deficiency. Well, it turns out a number of people enjoyed this candy, but I'm pretty sure I won't be trying it out. If you think these were bad, things are about to get worse. Keep watching to see what's next. Number 7, black lung bubblegum cigarettes. Smoking is bad for our health, right? So why would anyone make a candy called black lung bubblegum cigarettes for kids? The makers of this candy wanted kids to see how bad their lungs can get if they smoke cigarettes. But rather than send a message, this candy is just outright terrifying. Do you think this candy should be left on our supermarket shelves? Or should it be banned as soon as possible? Whatever happens, make sure you don't take this as a treat to your friends in school, because you just might end up in detention for bringing a pack of cigs to school. Number 6, chum bucket candy. Check out this chum bucket candy. It's both irritating and confusing at the same time. Remember Chum Bucket from SpongeBob? This candy might be a reference to that abandoned restaurant. Or could this be a reference to the actual Chum Bucket, which is a bucket used to hold bait for fish? Do you think this candy tastes like fish blood and spoiled food? I guess we'd have to try one to find out. Would you be willing to try this candy? What do you think the makers of this candy thought of before making this candy? Number 5, garbage candy. Would you try a candy that looks like a garbage bin? Of course not. A garbage bin contains dirt, spoiled food, maggots, and all sorts of disgusting items. So why would anyone make a candy that looks like a garbage can? To make things even worse, this candy comes in different shapes, all of which represent items that can be found in a trash can. Even though these garbage candy cans come in different colors, most kids still won't grab one of these. Nobody wants to be caught eating from the garbage bin. However, you would want to know that the candy tastes really good, but we really can't get past the fact that it comes in an awful pack. Number 4, waddling penguin pooper candy. Oh no, it's another poop candy, and this time it comes in the shape of a penguin's poop. Penguins are cute animals, but does this mean we want chocolate-shaped candies like their poop? Of course not. Just like the porky pooper candy, you have to place this candy inside the penguin, and then press hard against its body for the candy to emerge from its butt. Disgusting, right? We gotta ask these questions to stop making candies like this one. But if you can get past the fact that this chocolate candy looks like poop, then you're in for a treat. This candy is supposed to be fun to enjoy with friends, but I'm pretty sure no one wants this at their birthday party. Starting now, things get even worse. Keep watching until the end. Number 3, tomato candy. Japan is home to some of the weirdest candies in the world, and this tomato candy is just an example of how bad these candies really are. Check this out. This candy is called tomato candy, and just like the name suggests, this candy is made with tomatoes. Can you believe that? Isn't tomato supposed to be an ingredient for actual meals? Why is it being used to make candy? People who have tasted this candy have explained that it has a salty tomato taste, similar to the taste of tomato soup. Does that sound like something you'd be willing to try? I bet you'll regret that decision right after. Number 2, underpants sucker. Lollipops are great. I mean, who would say no to trying a new lollipop flavor for the first time? No one, right? Well, Unless this lollipop is shaped like the underpants of a child. This underpants sucker is mint-flavored candy shaped like underwear. When you put this in your mouth, it almost feels like you're sucking on some dirty underpants. That'd be totally disgusting, right? Even though this candy tasted really good, most parents just couldn't stand its awful design. And before we knew it, it was discontinued and taken off the supermarket shelves. Number 1. Hose Nose Candy. This is by far the most disgusting candy on the list. The Hose Nose candy comes in 2 different parts. The first part is a plastic nose mask that covers only your nose, and the second part is where things get a little too disgusting. The nose mask releases a slimy candy that you have to catch with your mouth. Can you believe that? This is so similar to catching the snotty liquid from your nose to your mouth. Why did anyone ever make this sort of candy in the first place? We aren't sure which is grosser, making a candy that feels like snot from your nose or catching the slimy candy with your mouth. Either way, we are never trying this candy. Enjoyed the video? Now watch this one.